What's going on, guys? So today we're talking about the Victorinox SwissCard. So I want to make a video on this because I picked this up for Christina for Valentine's Day, and I might post this video before Valentine's Day because I just gave it to her. We were randomly talking about Victorinox stuff. Actually, we're talking about the cologne. She's very much into different perfumes and colognes and stuff like that. So we're talking about some different new men's scents that are popular. And then, of course, I whipped out the old Victorinox cologne bottle that I have, which I might have an old video on, but it literally looks like a giant Victorinox knife, and the whole bottle swings out from the handles. Who knows? Maybe I'll make another video on that in the future. But anyway, then the topic, turned into Victorinox Knives, and we're looking on the website, looking at different stuff that they have, and we were talking about the SwissCard, which she wanted a new one, and I already got her a new one. So I just ended up giving it to her instead of waiting and wrapping it up and all that stuff, because I have some other little things for her for Valentine's Day. But anyway, she was rocking an old Victorinox SwissCard here, and I thought this was a good opportunity to make a video if you guys have never seen these before. These were popular back in the 90s. This had the trap door, okay, that rotated open, and that's how you'd access your little pair of scissors here. And these little doors were very flimsy, notorious for breaking off. You can still find the old ones all over eBay. This one had a advertisement on it, Gerling. I don't even know what that was for. But some companies would use these as advertisement pieces. They just give them out to their salesman or whatever, or who knows, maybe just Christmas gifts, and then slap their logo on there, But these little trap doors, I mean, it was a cool thought. It just keeps it kind of hidden there. But like I said, it's super flimsy. And a lot of times people would put these in their wallets, like I have. I carried one in my wallet for many years. I've had dozens of these SwissCards, this old style. And, you put it in your wallet, and what do? You sit on your wallet most of the time. It's usually in your back pocket. And so eventually this, bends and crimps and all that stuff, and then the door will just, kind of pop off, all right? So it's only attached by this little hinge here, and it's just thin plastic. And then sometimes it'll kind of open up because eventually it just gets weak. Like this is stuck in here by pressure. There's just a little knob or something, a little tiny protruding piece in there that kind of clicks in. If I'm quiet, you can hear that. But it barely clicks in because it's been opened and closed so many times. But anyway, these are super cool. Has the little Victorinox knife on here. A lot of times you'll find like miscellaneous parts too, because people lose parts and they want to replace them. So we have the scissors, we have the knife. Of course, we have our pen, which is very nice to have. The toothpick, all right, which gets used for certain things. It's not the most sanitary thing to use the Victorinox toothpicks, but I know some people do. The tweezers, all right. Then we have the flathead screwdriver as well as the nail file on the side. And then we also have a little pin that's on the very edge here. This is also something that some people lose, but it could be replaced with any pin of a similar size. All right, so that's nice in case you have a little blister or something like that, or a little splinter. And it sits in there, never falls out or anything. And then of course we have a little ruler on the side there. So that's pretty much it. Well, there's a ruler on the back as well. So this one on the back is inches, goes up to 3 inches, and on the front is obviously centimeters. So yeah, I mean, it's a super useful tool. It's just a different form factor. It's flat. So this can go into a lot of different, card pockets, like in wallets. Now, if you have a wallet, like let's say you have a bifold wallet, right? So it opens up like this, and you have the stacked card things. A lot of times it won't fit in there. It's a little bit too wide, a little too thick for that. But like a lot of times you'll open your wallet and you'll have like the bigger pockets that are behind everything. That's where it fits. That's where I've always had these. You could slip these in bags. You could put them all over the place. Obviously, you just keep it right in your pocket if you wanted to, because it's nice and flat. It's fairly lightweight. And you have a bunch of tools, which is really handy. So this is the one that I had left over. Like I said, I've had dozens of these. At some point going through gear many years ago, I ended up giving this to Christina. She really liked it, and she used it for a long time, and I just wanted to give her an upgrade. So the new version, which is going to open soon, is in this package here. You can pause your screen. Let me do this for you. You can pause there, look at the image. You could pause there if you want. All right, a couple languages. And you can read all that if you want. But anyway, it's basically the same design, only instead of having a trap door, which is flimsy and breaks, there is no trap door, as you can see. And this one's kind of translucent, so you can see the tools inside, which is kind of cool too. But there's just a little notch there to grab those scissors, all right? So you don't have to worry about the little trap door breaking. But super cool. Obviously, I got the red because it's classic Victorinox, plus it's Valentine's Day. so the red's kind of a bonus. Although they do have a smoky black, which is translucent, as well as a blue that's translucent. These range anywhere from 30, if you're really lucky, you get it for like 30 bucks brand new in the package, but more or less 40, you know, low 40s, 42 bucks, something like that. I think if you get it direct, it's like 41 and change or 41.99. But these are on eBay. I actually got this one through eBay, saved a couple bucks. I want to say it was like 35 with free shipping. So that's about the price range for these things. And they do come in a ton of different colors. There's also a Victorinox card light, and the light version just has a flashlight integrated as well. I don't believe it's the exact same tool setup. You can look it up. I've had a light before, but I don't know, who knows where that is. But it's a very weak light. It's like just a little 5mm LED. It's fine to see your keys, or if you drop something under your car seat, if it's pitch black out. But trust me, with all the flashlights these days, it is not going to wow you. It's going to be very underwhelming, and it is more money to get it with the light integrated. But if it's something like that, is certainly an option. And checking the website, they have like a manicure version. So it's pretty much the exact same tool setup, only instead of a knife, you get like a nail pusher. It basically looks like a plastic popsicle stick, and it's really just to push back your cuticles, you know. That would be good. I think that if you just can't carry a knife anywhere, you know, like when I first saw it, I thought like that'd be cool if I had that back in high school, because I couldn't have a knife at school. But you know, this one wouldn't have a knife, it'd have the pen, all the other tools. But then again, the scissors probably wouldn't have been a problem, because you know, people are in schools. Today is probably worse, but even back then, they freaked out if you had anything that was remotely considered a weapon. I remember some of the emo kids in school would have like the spikes they put on their shoes and boots and stuff, and they used to get expelled. You know, or they wouldn't get expelled right away. They'd be asked to go home and change their shoes, and some of them didn't like that. So I know at least one person that got expelled because they just kept coming back with them, and they wore, you know, long chains and stuff like that. But that's for a whole different story. But yeah, I thought that would have been pretty cool. And there's a little hypocrisy there. Obviously, there's scissors in school that you have access to. Why you can't have your own scissors, who knows? But it's probably a thing. People are overprotective. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to mention this. Some people watching the video probably never even saw the original, have no idea that these new ones are out. They're cool. It's cool if you like your Victorinox Swiss Army knives, but you don't want that kind of fat knife factor that's just floating around the pocket. I mean, there are you know, some different options to carry it, like clip and carry. I've shown that before. Clip and carry offers a pocket clip for Victorinox knives. There's obviously some custom scales out there where you can get some you know, pocket clips. But you know, it's different. This is completely flat. It's very simple. You know, it's very lightweight, and you still have plenty of different tool options, which is pretty cool. And these knives actually do get used quite a bit. And with my old ones, they're very sturdy. It doesn't look like much, you know, a little plastic handle here, but they're very thin, very sharp. They're just awesome. This zips through a lot of stuff, more so than you would think. I would go out on a limb and say that I can do at least 75% of the cutting chores you're using with your very expensive, large, robust knives with this. Yes, there's exceptions, and yes, this has its limitations, but for EDC, it's fantastic. I don't recall a particular situation where this wasn't cutting it, literally, you know. As long as you keep it nice and sharp, it's fine for most stuff. So that's pretty much it. Just wanted to share this with you guys, and now I'm gonna give it back to Christina, who's in the other room, so she can open it, play with it and stuff. So she gets a little bit of an upgrade, not having to worry about this weakened little trap door here. Like I said, I mean, it's not the end of the world. In fact, I've had ones where this broke off, and it's fine. You don't need it. It just keeps dirt and stuff from getting inside. But it does have an open end, so it's not really performing all that much. But even if it broke off, it's still fine, because the little spring that's in here, that tension's what keeps it in. So as you're pushing it in, you feel that kind of tension, and it just kind of rocks in place, and it's not going to accidentally fall out no matter how hard you swing that, unless it got hooked on something. But I guess that's why they have a trap door, so it doesn't get hooked on something. Anyway, like I said, pretty cool. If you want to, you know, try these out on the cheap, I would say eBay. There's usually lots. Sometimes you'll see, you know, 2 or 3 of these for a cheaper price, all used. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes just people are selling for 5 or 10 bucks, you know, used, but they're totally fine. You can certainly get a deal. You'll find them with all different colors. There were, I think, other setups, if I remember correctly, back in the day, but a lot of them with advertisements and stuff on them as well. Or you could just skip over and just try the new one out for about 40 bucks or so. But I think they're pretty cool, and I wanted to make this video to share it with you guys in case you never saw it before. So thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comment section if you happen to have ever used a Victorinox SwissCard, but they are super useful. I'm a big fan. So it's a little upgrade for Christina. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.